just 8 hours away from a possible government shutdown if there is no budget in place. The current one expires at midnight Eastern time, 9 o'clock our time. Republicans and Democrats on Capitol Hill, along with President Obama, they are still in 11th hour negotiations right now, but they say there are still some big sticking points holding this budget back. We get the latest from Sandra Endo. Now, if the government does shut down, here's how it will impact you. The IRS would not be able to issue a tax refund. Members of the armed services would also not get paid. And if you need a passport, good luck. That process would stop. Cheryl Gatwiza is live at the Federal Building in West Hollywood, where people are lining up to get their passports while they can. Cheryl?
Cheryl Gatwiza. We'll send it back to you ladies in Hollywood.
Much. Headquarters downtown with the stepped up security measures. Jamie.
KTLA's Sky 5 was overhead this morning for a really unusual.
Well, thank you for that, Liberty. And you saw she was well prepared. She had, a scarf on, a big winter coat. You got to be prepared for these conditions.
Especially because we have what? It's cold, it's windy, it's going to get wet again. Jim Castillo, what's it going to shape up like through?
All right, thank you for that, Jim. And lots more ahead coming up. A big shift for... Well, it is time to head out to the track. Tomorrow is the big Santa Anita Derby, the premier horse race on the West Coast leading up to the big Kentucky Derby.
Got to get your hat ready, right?
Oh,
You know what that means also? They start feeling a little bit pre-Derby fever out there. Elizabeth Espinoza is live on the racetrack with all the excitement. And do they do the Derby hats out here in Santa Anita?
More fun. Isn't she so lovely? She's beautiful, talented, athletic. I'm done. Just gonna give her a microphone. Here you go.
We wish her luck, Elizabeth. And you know what?
This race
gets a lot of attention around the world. So I mean, it's a biggie.
Absolutely.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Episode of Oprah. And I used to live in Santa Maria. I would go up to SLO as often as I could. It was so much fun there.
The rolling hills, good food, good wine, good stuff.
Yes, lots of fun. All right, well, coming up, we're less than 8 hours away from a possible government shutdown. Here's a live look at Captain's. Wow.
Talk about bad hair day yesterday, and it didn't end today either.
No.
I feel bad for the ladies out there. Jim, I know you feel bad too. Come on. Sounds good, Jim.
Okay, so some hope in sight.
Yes, down the road. Still ahead, biting back these disasters. Welcome back. April, if you didn't know, is Earthquake Preparedness Month, and Los Angeles city leaders want people here to be prepared. Don Guevara is live in downtown LA with what they're telling the public. Don?
Don Guevara, KTLA 5 News.
Don, thank you so much. We want to take you back now to the...
In today's Money Matters, the Dow closed down 29 points, finishing the day at 12,380. And it is time now for Consumer Confidential with LA Times columnist. We are so lucky to have him in studio with us. Let's talk about airlines. Laz, say it isn't so, but they are at it again, rising prices.
You think they don't want to jack up fares at the same time?
Heavy hitting items, $1 million. What are they saying that ends up getting brought back?
A whole lot more security guards if they're having
You're going
all
with
these.
bodyguards and say I'm going to
see you here.
Thank you.
And for the latest business news, you can check out latimes.com/business. Thanks, Laz. Good to have you here. Well, they sure taste good, but there might be another read now for the LA Times travel deal of the day. Today's travel deal is a fun freebie. Here it is, though. You have to travel up to latimes.com/travel for more. All right, well, this weekend you can get some exercise and you can help families coping with major medical issues. This is big. Gail Anderson is on the go in Rancho Cucamonga today with a preview of this Sunday's Walk for Kids 2011, which benefits the Ronald McDonald House in Southern California. Apologies for PN confusing her with Pai Mei from Kill Bill. Two completely different people, by the way. Yeah, they look different.
Very different, Leila, very different. Okay, just in case you can't get enough of the cast from Jersey Shore, MTV is producing 2 spin-off shows feature.
Wow, more Snooki.
More Snooki.
Whoa,
Can't get enough.
Man. Up next, a very lucky group of penguins.
Good evening, I'm Micah Ohlman.
And I'm Brandi Hitt. The news at 6 starts right now. So you're soon going to be seeing an even bigger sea of Dodger blue over at Dodger Stadium. We're not really just talking Dodger blue, but also LAPD blue.
A stepped-up police presence, just one of the new security measures announced today. Jamie Chambers. Recent months, several massive earthquakes have hit all over the Pacific.
As California prepares for the big one, experts are trying to learn from all the disasters we've been seeing lately. Don Guevara is live.
Situation in Florida where a naked man opened fire with a military assault rifle.
But instead of an officer in danger, it was a police robot right in the middle of this confrontation. Leila Feinstein has more from the KTLA newsroom.
Studio with more on that. Brandi.
Micah, who doesn't like free tickets, especially to Hollywood events? The problem here is that it's against the law for LA City Councilmen to accept some of these high-priced gifts, and now 4 members are paying for it. A lot of nights out. The ticket donors are also paying some penalties. The academies behind the Oscars, the Grammys, and the Emmys are paying a combined $29,000 in fines as well. Micah.
Brandi, thank you. Coming up, driving conditions along the Grapevine getting dangerous. Good evening. I'm Micah Ohlman.
And I'm Brandi Hitt. David Begnaud is live at the scene with the very latest on the situation up in the high country. David?
Thank you. And even if you're not along the Grapevine, it is very cold.
Trust me, once you step outside, you're going to want to bring a jacket. Here's Vera Jimenez.
The aisle calling the agreement historic.
They have agreed to slash nearly $40 billion from the budget. KTLA's Chris Wolf is live, and then says a zero-tolerance policy towards violent fans. Jamie Chambers has more on the stepped-up security at Dodger Stadium.
To come on this Friday night, box after bus crime that left a Jewish man brutally beaten.
And now his parents are looking for answers, and they're turning only to KTLA. KTLA's, and we will be right back.